Hi, crafty friends. Melissa Minor here. Thanks so much for joining me on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm creating a layout for the My Creative Scrapbook design team. I am using the gorgeous May main kit, and if you haven't seen my unboxing, I will leave a link to that listed down below in the description box. Here's a little snippet from my unboxing, and you can see here the kit this month is filled with lots and lots of the Simple Stories Pink Lemonade collection. We've got patterned papers, ephemera, chipboard, we've got puffy stickers, so all the things. All right, I've got this one photo that I want to scrapbook, and my daughter Tatum recently went to Florida to visit my brother and his wife, so her aunt and uncle, and they got these amazing looking acai bowls, and it's got strawberries in it, so I thought it'd look cute with this strawberry pattern paper. I was inspired by a sketch from the For the Love of Pretty Paper Facebook group. And if you saw my unboxing, I had printed several sketches that I thought I might use with this kit, and that's really helped me get the most of this kit. So I am using one of the sketches that I showed in that video. I've got one 3x4 photo here, and I do print all my photos at home on the Epson PictureMate 400. I did print that with the white border, and then I'm backing it with a piece of the pattern paper that's 3.5 by 4.5. I want to layer this title that says The Best, and then I want to also use the Fresh Fun Vibes cut apart 3x4 card, and then I want to add a hint of mixed media. So I've pulled a stencil from my stash, and this is a Vicky Bouton stencil, and it's got like these sun rays, and I thought that would be perfect just to kind of, resemble the Florida sunshine, and then I want to add some paint to it as well. I am using a piece of 12x12 white cardstock. I buy all of my cardstock in bulk on Amazon in these 12x18 that's how they come. They're 12x18, and then I cut it down to 12x12, and then I've got enough for a card base as well, like a top folding card base, and then even a little extra from that. It's a 120-pound weight, so it's really sturdy. I am using my ink dauber here, and I am dipping it into this Distress Oxide Squeezed Lemonade, how appropriate, with a paper collection called Pink Lemonade. So I just want to get a little bit of the yellow down on the page, and I'm using my scrapbook.com 13x13-inch glass mat behind me here, and I'm looking at where the 6-inch mark is, and that's where I knew to kind of put my stenciling. It is magnetic, so you saw me add a few magnets there to hold my stencil in place while I was working with it. Now let me bring back in my items just to see if I'm going to like the way this looks, and yeah, I like that. Now I'm going to bring in some Shimmerz paints, and I'm also on the Shimmerz paints design team, so if you ever place an order on their website, add my name, Melissa Minor, to the notes section of your order, because Shimmerz will send you a free paint. All right, I sprayed a little bit of the color, it's called Pink Lemonade. I mean, how amazing is that? And it's a Vibez. And if you're not familiar with what a Vibez paint is, it's a super rich spray paint with deep color right from the first spritz. You get bold, vibrant look instantly. I think this one also has like a little bit of shimmer in it as well. And you saw me just spraying it there on my glass mat, and then I used a sponge and I'm just dipping it into the paint and applying it. I did not put any gesso on this white cardstock, and I didn't, it's not a mixed media cardstock, so it's really going to soak into the paper, but that's okay, and that's why I'm using the sponge, just to get a little hint of mixed media on here. I'm going to keep repeating the process until I'm happy with how the paint looks on the back of the cardstock here. So I'm just adding a little more. I wanted it to be a little wider at the top and then kind of narrow down as we go. Now I am unscrewing the nozzle here, and I am just going to put a few splatters of this paint over top of my little mixed media. So I think by adding just this little hint of mixed media, it really brings the page together and makes it shine. So I'm adding a few more splatters here, and then you can see what that looks like up close. I love the way that turned out. I've got the mixed media, and the sun rays poking through there. It's absolutely perfect. All right, now I am ready to start gluing some things down. Now my paint is not quite dry, but you know me, I'm a little impatient when I scrapbook. So I am going to go ahead and glue this page down. Again, this strawberry paper was 6 by 12. And then I did take another one of the pattern papers, this yellow polka dot paper, and I just cut this down to about 1 inch, and then I gave it a little tear. I tore the paper, gave it a tear, just to give it that roughed up edge there, and I'm gluing that down just to kind of give it a transition. And I like the way that looks, and it brings in some more of that yellow, so I like that. All right, so I've got those down, and now I want to bring back in my photo, my title. I do want to pop my title up on some foam because it is going to go up just a little bit onto the photo, so it's going to overlap it, and that way it all can rest on the same level. So I'm going to add a few pieces of foam tape. This is 2mm thickness, so it's not the thinnest, it's not the thickest, it's just right, it's in between. And I don't know if you can see it in the photo, but my daughter's toenail polish is yellow, so I thought that was fun to bring in the yellow there and just kind of highlight that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue down the photo, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my title over top, and then we can glue down this 3x4 cut apart card. So the sketch actually called for 2 photos, and since I didn't have 2, I thought it was a great opportunity to use one of the 3x4 cut aparts. And then I also want to add a tag up here, just in between. So I'm going to add glue. Now off camera, I did distress the edges of my pattern paper that I backed my photo with, the 3x4 cut apart card, and the tag. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave that tag naked. I will add some twine in there just a little bit later. I am bringing back in the foam tape because I want to add this little die cut piece. No, I think this was actually from the stickers. It was. And I did remove the stick off camera. I have a little powder tool and I removed the stick off the sticker. I like to move them around like die cuts and just kind of audition them in different places. So I did audition this off camera and I was like, yeah, I want to use this. So now I'm adding a little bit of foam tape and I want it to overlap where the photo and the 3x4 cut apart meet. So I added that. I peeled off the release paper here on the title. I'm just going to overlap that onto the photo. And now I need to start working on the down below part. So I have all of these amazing chipboard pieces, which I think, and don't quote me on this, but it seems like Simple Stories has redone their chipboard. They seem a little bit thicker, and I just love the quality. You also get more in the package, it looks like. So these strawberries, I couldn't help but use 4 of them on the layout. And so I'm just going to try to position them here. I thought about maybe putting 2 at the bottom, but I think I've landed here on the 2 large, a small one, a medium, and a large at the top, and then that larger one at the bottom. And then I want to leave some room for journaling in between the fruit slices or the fruit strawberry pieces here. So I found some twine. So while I'm thinking about the journaling, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of twine up here. I did purchase this twine on Amazon. I purchased a roll of this that I think every color it comes in. So that's super handy. I use it on cards and scrapbook pages. Now I'm going to work on the journaling, and I got this Google Doc from another video, which I will leave it linked down below. It was from Nicole. And in her video, she does link to a copy of this if you're interested. And so this is how it looks when it prints out, and it works perfectly with the Hero Art Sentiment Strips die. And so what you do is you type your journaling onto the Google Doc, and then you print it out. And I have a lightweight cardstock here that can run through my printer. And then you line up the die with the marks here. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of some washi tape. This is actually Better Than Washi, is what it's called, from the Stamps of Life. And I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine to cut the little journaling strips. Now, you've seen me do journaling in other ways, but I love the really polished look that this journaling provides. So, and I usually like to keep the washi up where my journaling is, just to kind of keep the pieces together and in order so I don't have to think about it. The rest of them fell out on my die cutting machine, so that was okay on my mat. Now I'm going to go through here and just trim the ends. I don't need all that extra white space, so I'm going to trim that off. And now I can take these to my layout and add my journaling. So my journaling says, Tatum getting spoiled by Uncle Kyle and Aunt Krupa, Florida sunshine plus a delicious acai bowl from Nash Bowls equals the best day. And then that ties in my title of the best. So I thought that was just perfect way to do that. Now I'm just using some reverse tweezers here to get a good hold onto the journaling strips. And I'm going to glue these down. And I'm using my liquid tacky glue to adhere these. Since I have mixed media, I didn't want to use any tape runner. When I have mixed media down, I find that using liquid glue works best. So I love the way that looks. So now I'm taking a look back at the layout and I think, oh, it needs a few more items. So I've got all of this ephemera, why not use it? So even though, you know, her acai bowl doesn't have lemons in it, I do want to add a couple of the lemons. It goes along with the title, or this little journaling piece here, Fresh Fun Vibes. I think fruit is fruit, right? So I'm trying not to be so literal when I scrapbook, although I tend to really be pretty literal. I'm trying. So I'm going to add a piece of fruit down here. I tried the lemon. I thought that was too big. I had tried this black and white slice and I didn't like that either, but I found a little grapefruit and I think it's the perfect size. So I'm going to go ahead and glue the grapefruit just to the left of the journaling strips and kind of tie all the fruit together. I tried a round piece as well, but I kind of like the slice a little better. So I'm going to turn that, and it looks like now like just fruits falling down the page, and I like the way that looks. So I'm going to glue that down, and then I took a step back and I thought, you know, it needs a little something. I've got black in a couple places in the Sweet Happy Days, and I've got it in the journaling. So I thought to tie that black in, I was thinking about taking it over to my sewing machine and adding stitching. But one of my favorite ways to add stitching is to add faux stitching. So I'm just taking a black journaling pin here and I'm outlining the white portion. And then I'm going to add a couple doodling lines. And I think that that helps tie the black that's in the layout in. And it looks a little more finished this way by adding those lines. So that is going to wrap up today's layout. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit that thumbs up button. If you're new, I hope you'll subscribe and come back. And if you don't already follow me on Facebook and on Instagram, I would love for you to follow me on those platforms as well. I'll leave a link listed down below to all the products I used today, as well as a link to the My Creative Scrapbook website. If you join the subscription, add my name, Melissa Minor, to receive a free gift. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!